Howdy there, partners. The folk around here, they call me Jerk, and they call this here place the Big Show. Happy Hump Day, everybody. How are you all doing? You look wonderful, you sound wonderful, and you know what? Let's give you something special today. If you look under your seat, you will find yourself sitting upon a pair of keys to a what? We couldn't do that? Now you tell me? I've already started. What am I supposed to do now? Improvise? Sorry, folks. There was a mix-up at the lab. Let me look at this chart right here. Yes. Okay, well, it looks like you're going to be fine so long as you don't show your broadside. And speaking of broads and their sides, let's get today's guest out here because I know that's all you really want. So put your hands together for the legendary tier U.S. battleship. Give it up for Montana. Yes, the Montana, the spiritual successor to the Iowa, the Sammy Hagar to David Lee Roth, the Prometheus to Alien, sorta? I am sure that the majority of you have already seen other CC's videos on this, but on the off chance you haven't, let me fill you in real quick on its deal. It is an Iowa with an extra turret. Same guns, pretty much the same armor, same caliber, 406s, same. Well, it has a few differences. It's got more health, slower rudder, bigger turning radius, but it pretty much feels the same. All right, you're up to speed. So before we get into this match and talking a bit more about this computer boat, let me go ahead and put the commander and modules up on the big screen. And it is Big Billiam Sims with Andy Stunningham and Freaky Beepley. Nothing too surprising there, so let me cover why I am using this setup. Basically, it is this. It sounds odd saying this, but these are low caliber guns for the tier. When you live in a world of 420s, smoke them if you got them, and 460s, well, at 406, that's barely bigger than a 305. And with the majority of ships at the tier sporting a 32mm bow, well, you need to be finding broadsides, and when you do, you need the shells to hit. On top of that, if I put Willis Lee on here, there is no concealment range to work with on here, and with the state of the tier being what it is, you gotta have sun concealment, and you're gonna need some fire retardant too. Moving on to this match, boy am I tired of this map. Wait, where was I going with this? Oh. Alright, so originally I was planning on taking the eastern side of this island where it opens up. However, once I saw that the carrier was coming this way to harass the Baltimore, who is camping for us, I turned in to use my superior AA bubble to help protect them and essentially keep this red team honest. This is not a brawler by any stretch of the imagination. It needs to find broadsides to succeed. And when you're forced into situations like this, you're only going to see bow-in battleships most of the time. So you can always just load HE and set them on fire. But in this match, we do have some cruisers that we can help deal with. And I'm just going to soak up some attracted damage. It is better that these boats shoot at me than my Baltimore. We need this Baltimore. It is the only cruiser on our team, and that radar can be a game changer when there is a destroyer. Are you foreshadowing, Jerk? I don't know. Stick around and see. So if you have seen any of the other Wowzels CC's reviews, at least the North American ones, I think most of them that I have seen are fairly, let's just say, underwhelmed or not positive. And do I agree with them? Well, I think they are entitled to their own opinions, but also they do have a point. So let me talk a little bit about that. I am not going to talk about dispersion or penetration or why you can or can't hit the citadel of this ship or that ship, because if you don't understand why those are happening, you can either educate yourself on such matters by watching the How It Works video series Ouija did, or you can continue to believe in a secret cabal who is punishing you because you are too good. What I will say about this ship is I don't know where it fits in with this tier. If you saw Chili's video talking about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I would definitely say I am more in line with that. Obviously, I have cherry-picked this video to show you all. I have had other good games in this, though I think this is the most entertaining. But is a battleship what Legendary Tier was missing? Could it be that the reason this match actually has some movement is because outside of these 5 battleships per team, there's some class diversity? By and far, the vast majority of matches you will play in this ship will be either 5 destroyers and 4 battleships per team, or 5 battleships and 4 destroyers per team. And those matches, they suck. They suck for everybody because the game is decided instantly by whichever team destroyers players YOLO in first and die. And that's because we have no cruisers. And I'm not talking about battle cruisers, so lighten up, Francis. And the Wooster is more of an AA platform more than anything else. No, we need a lot of variety in the Legendary Tier cruisers because cruisers are so important. And that is why I am here in a position I don't really want to be in to protect this Baltimore. I know I am going to get chunked very hard, either by this Amagi or by that Yamato that has just been sitting still to the north. But I have got to protect our cruisers. So there goes the first one. And did you see what the Amagi shot at? They shot at the radar cruiser because that is more important to get rid of. But our little buddy did live. And now I get to do what I really have been wanting to do for a while. And that is reposition and get a broadside. Now, if you saw the thumbnail for this video, you know what's coming. And if you didn't, put your kids away because this is going to get graphic. It could get slightly sexual too. I know what I'm going too far. You know those moments when you're looking around to see if anyone else sees what you're seeing, and no one acts like they are. So you think, well, there must be something I'm missing. Am I missing something? Is that Yamato just sitting there? It sure seems like they are. It's not like there are any planes that can spot me because their carrier is off dealing with our destroyers that are trying to torpid instead of flip caps, unlike the Red Kagero who just went right up the middle, flipped D, despite me pointing out that it was happening and I needed somebody to go back there and do something about it. Well, whatever. These are one of those moments where you don't concern yourself with the team because this is one of those things that you just been waiting for so long. And you just get to get your Dokes voice on and say, "Surprise, mother trucker." Oh yeah. Whew. That felt good. And I guess that answers the question if a Montana can hit the citadel of a Yamato. Surprise, surprise, it can. And now that I have busted through this line, you can see I am looking around and I'm figuring out how this Kraken is going to happen. First, we're going to get rid of the Groza Kerr first, then we're going to get the Kansas, and then we are going to get the carrier. At least that's the plan. Check out this hit. Yep, 27,000 because we have finally made it through to the red team's broadsides. This is what the Montana is supposed to do. This is where it excels. It's just that without the variety that we need, you kind of have to play the role of a cruiser sometimes to actually be able to do the role of a battleship. And so we're just angling against that Groza Kerr first again. You can see the slow rudder shift here, but I do get the guns back around. We're going to get another shot out. That is going to be the end of the Groza Kerr first, and then we can turn our attention to the Kansas. And we will leave them as nothing but a pile of dust in the wind. Oh, picking up the high caliber right there. So even still, I am telling people, go take care of D. Go take care of D. That is the primary issue right now. We have, yes, the same number of ships, but they are up on points. Oh boy, but sometimes your team just doesn't want to win, do they? So I was waiting for the Kansas here to take their shot. And they're going to get a decent hit on me. You know, we do have not the greatest armor, and there is a nice flat spot that they got some pins on, but I'll rotate my guns around, and, you know, the Kansas, it has a big squishy top too, so I don't mind trading a little bit of this for a lot of theirs, and there goes our 4th ship sunk. And now, look, I'm right by the cap to help flip that and collect some points, and I believe that their carrier is still up here. So I don't have a care in the world because I know this is going to be great. I'm turning towards their carrier. What could possibly go wrong? Let's just dodge that. And I am using the Fight Fire with Fire perk, which reduces the burning damage, which you don't see too many... Oh my god. Well, folks, I lied. That was it. Oh, they stopped. They stopped. Oh, for a hot moment there, I was on brown alert. But, to calm myself, let's just turn, get all the guns, because whatever happens, we know that we are going to demolish this implacable. I even go ahead and use one of my 6 spotter planes to do it. This, some might say it's overkill, but if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. And there is Kraken 42. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 342 in the Montana. Now, it just comes down to my team. Are they going to do the right thing here? Kagero is spotted. Oh gosh. It's no good having to really put all your hopes and dreams on your teammates, is it? But I've done what I needed to do. I cleared all this out. I'm flipping a cap. At least they know where the Kagero is. They should be able to spot it. I mean, we do have a carrier, and we do have a radar cruiser that I kept alive by sacrificing a lot of my health for, so they just got to uphold their end of the bargain, right? Now, I could just make you all wait and see what ends up happening here, but I'm just going to smoothly transition forward to the last few seconds of this round so you can see how it ended up. Wouldn't you know it? Our Baltimore, the one we sacrificed so much for, they actually ended up getting torpedoed by the Kagero, but our carrier getting on to D to stop the points did just enough to help secure us this win. So, with that all said, let's see this scoreboard. 3,266 XP for a very good game. And a shout out to the Red Destroyer. They almost pulled that off. It would have been a huge upset had they done so. But a GG to everyone else, and that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you are saving all of your breakthrough doubloons for a cruiser, then give this video a like. If you've already used all your breakthrough doubloons for another battleship and legendary tier because that's what it was missing, then give this video a dislike. Questions, comments, love letters over how much you'd love to see the Venezia with SAP, leave it down below. And if you're curious to see who we have on the big show next, then talk to your local cable provider and hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, folks. I will get back out there for another one soon, and we will talk